Welcome to the Seven Crosses series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and we are picking up on the 13th of March 1985. In the last part we were working on planning our new town of Ollerton, but before that, as usual, a big thank you for your comments and feedback, especially when you guys point out my mistakes. And what I will say is, don't ever feel reluctant to disagree with me, what I'm doing, point out other solutions, and more importantly, if I make a mistake, feel free to chuck it in the comments. I never take offense. And to that view, somebody pointed out quite rightly that when I was calculating the output of my mines over here, that I didn't take into consideration of the fact that mines, or all industries in this game, work a 3-shift system. And when you're calculating output per worker, you need to multiply the output by 3. So the 924 I was talking about in the last part is actually 2,772 for 100% mine capacity. So as was pointed out here, I don't really need 2 mines here. But one thing I do like when I build major production areas like here, I always like the ability to have a contingency planned in that I can bring on online. I think that's something I've also done in Coalville. So what we'll be doing is using 1 mine here. Now somebody did ask the question about why I've built a second coal mine out here, and it's 2 reasons. One, when I'm building quite a major production area, I do like to have a certain kind of independence of coal supply. I don't like having one big central area on the map, mainly because the rail tracks get congested and then things can happen. And if it's something like a key service, like say you're delivering coal for heating, which is what this area is going to be doing, or fuel, you can have a complete collapse across the map. Because populations can collapse so quickly, what I like to do is have some duplication and a certain amount of independence. And that's the reason why I've put the coal mines in here. But of course, another reason is, if I draw up the main map here, what we'll be doing eventually is pushing out here. And I've got to try and connect up the 7 crosses, plus I've got other towns planned. So what we're going to have out across the map here is possibly 11, 12 towns, which all will need coal for heating. And rather than put all my eggs in one basket with Coalville, what this area will do will be producing the heating coal for sending out across the map using the rail network. I'll talk a little bit more about the rail network in a little while. We've got a building on fire. Thank you, game. And of course, another option is that I'm considering is that we're going to put a port somewhere around in this area, so we'll be able to export the coal to the west or to the NATO countries. So that's another option that I'm currently considering. Now, another element is having the multiple coal-fired power stations. Eventually, I will have 4 along the bottom part of the map. The reason for that is I like my coal-fired power stations to be close to a source of coal, and I don't like to have all my eggs in one basket with respect to power, because the 18 megawatt power cables seem really good, but they can be overloaded when you're building heavy industries. So what I like to have is the local coal-fired power stations, or any form of power station, feeding into areas where I've got large concentrations of industry. And in the long term, what I want from a power consumption point of view is 4 coal-fired power stations along the bottom segment of the map here. And then in the center, we're going to have Nuclear Island, which is here. And what we're going to do is put in a nuclear power station here. And what that will do is supply power back into the old area, but it will also should provide enough power for all the other towns out across the map. But of course, we can always use other options should we need to top that up. Now, if I come to Coalville, what Coalville will be responsible for is providing almost exclusively bricks. I'm going to keep the steel mill so that it will carry on producing the mech components for our helicopter distribution efforts here. So this is going to be the distribution office for all our mech components going out by helicopter. And of course, eventually what will happen is that this will be supplying the heating coal out to this side of the map. And of course, initially it will be supplying the heating coal to this area here. Now, if I kind of pan back a bit, you'll see this area has suddenly become very flat. And this is going to be my heavy industry area for the map. Here we're going to have 2 steel mills. We're going to have produce the trains. We're going to produce road vehicles. We're also going to have another power station and more, and also this is going to be the center for the mechanical component production for other industries. I can't remember offhand what the industries are that need mechanical components, to be honest. Well, the local vehicle production will do. I can't remember, is it electronics? I don't, yeah, electronics that will need mechanical components as well. So we're going, and what I'll probably be doing is, while I have electronics industry in this area, what we might do is put the electronics industry somewhere else. So we're going to need to produce a lot of mechanical components in this area, which means we're going to need to put in a fairly comprehensive rail network through here as well. Why are you waiting too long? Oh, I think I know what's causing this. He's just going to have to wait a little bit while I'm talking, because what I've done is I've put in my inner loop rail network. Now I started thinking about it after when I was taking a break from doing all that leveling. For information's sake, that leveling took about 2 hours with several breaks in between to rest my fingers so I actually filled this area out, and I wanted it all flat just to make life easy for setting up heavy industry. Now what I've done is I've put in a rail line here. This rail line will go up towards our oil industry, and then I've created this inner circle which runs through here. It means we'll be able to put spurs down into this area here, because I'm thinking about another farm. Here we've got is it nuclear islands. Now nuclear islands will be a production area. What we'll probably have is another town here, possibly a small town there or there, where the workers will bring in. So we're going to create a kind of local tram rail network here. Then we got this here, we got this spur which will go out onto this island. And what this island's going to be, because it's got no real resources on it except down in that bottom corner, what we're going to have here is some major food production area for crops. So hopefully what I would like to get is possibly 2 or 3 big farms in here, and then right down in this bottom corner here, what we'll probably get is some aluminium production going as well, with the potential of possibly, well, we could put a central airport in here as well. That'd be worth considering. And then my inner loop comes into here, comes down round here and connects up to this area here, and then connects back into this line here. The other bit of railway that I've created as part of planning is over here, and what I've done here is I've put in a passenger station here, which is going to come out in this direction, so that Coalville is going to provide the workers to the possibly 1 or 2 coal mines in this area, which will be supplying the coal up to this area here. So that's going to be the grand strategy, and what I'm going to do now is finally accept all that rail track. The reason I left it in planning mode was simply so that you guys could see it. I'm just going to accept that. Now we need to deal with the train, and what I'm going to do is we're just going to put in I think if we put in a couple of signals there, what that should do is break this track up, because I've created a loop all the way round, the game is treating this as a whole block. What that should do is get the train moving. If I can see him, there he is. So he should be quite happily building out to here. Now we've got quite a lot of track to lay here, but one thing I do want to get is out to this area. I've played this area in as a place where we can bring in food and clothes, because this is going to be another big city. So it's going to be totally dependent on trains to deliver the food and clothes, electronics eventually. So what I want to do is get this track out, possibly into here first, so that we can start to get the food and clothes out to here. And then I wouldn't mind finishing this, because we're going to need to deliver fuel to here as well. And of course, more importantly, we've got this coal yard here. In fact, I've just remembered something. I think this needs to be built, so last chance to buy. I don't think this guy's particularly that busy, no. Want you building that, and what I'd like him to do is work on, I know he's technically a building construction office, but I don't need him to do that. I need him to work on these here so that we can get this built in, because I think trucking the resources out to this area is not going to be particularly that useful. And the other thing I need to do is we need to put in a road connection here. And of course I put a change in here, so I've got a road here. What are you picked up? Knife Head Road Crew. I think we'll put Boltville main construction on that as well to get that link put back in again. And then we're you there, because we're going to need that. Knife Edge, pick that up. And then what I should be able to do is take a footpath out of here. That will bring you down to there. You can come to there. It'd be nice if I could put a footpath across there. I get a, yeah, we'll put a footpath there, and then you can come out that way there. Get that built as well. That means that the residents won't be walking around here. So we need to get all that built in, but the main focus still needs to be up here. I need to get this finished for a reason which the best way to explain it is down here. Is that you can see we're on the 17th of April, and you can see that I've now literally already run out of crops in this silo, and wow, I'm in trouble. On the 17th of April, and we have used up all our long-term reserves. I think I've got crops in here, but the main concern is actually biofuel. So I doubt very much like we're going to have enough crops to get all the way through to July, and the reason for that is that we're just consuming so much fuel. But we have got this office here which will come into play should anything happen. I thought this was the one that was, I'm pretty sure this was the one that was meant to be delivering to farmland there, cargo station. Where are you? Okay. Farmland. Yeah, you're bringing the crops into here. I think we're going to need to bring in the crops here as well. And the job of these guys is to keep bringing the crops in should anything happen. In fact, I'm just going to adjust this a little bit, I think. We'll drop you down to 50%. Where are you? Right, you need to drop off crops there. Bring you down to 50% as well. And you down to 50%. I can always fix this later on. And we can keep you at 20%, you at 49%, and the tiny construction office. Yeah. I mean, I may blow through some money, and I've also changed this construction office, distribution office, to import crops as well. So that's my contingency. I don't think I've got a lot of choice before that, because until we've got this area online, there's not much I can. Oh wow, it's finished. I need workers now. Let's buy the buses first. How much workforce do I need here? 500 max. So we might as well go big with respect to the. That finished a little bit faster than I thought it was going to do. I think my trucks have caused a little bit of a traffic queue, but that's the way it's got to be, I'm afraid. Right, we need... I don't think I need anything particularly fast. I need something with carry capacity. I think at the moment, just a couple of these should do it. And then we'll just get all the way back over to here. We'll set a... Now, I don't have a lot of workers here at the moment. So we're just going to have to come in here for you, Ollerton, Refinery. Save that. Just going to allocate you there. So I don't think we've got that many workers. Oh, we got a few. This, you're going to store bitumen. I suppose it goes without saying that the game has... Oh, I thought I'd allocated this. Bit of a fail here. Certainly want that built. We're not worried about the fuel station here. One thing right, we're going to get everybody on this at the moment. Farmland, what are you? I don't care about anything else. You don't build anything else. I need this built. I need that because I'm going to get this distribution office done first, and then this one can come in afterwards. I want this built because we've got the oil being brought in by this distribution office, but I mean obviously it's not going to produce large quantities until we get the train out here. But what I need is this all built so that so at the very least we can get some local distribution here, which means that we won't be trucking fuel all the way to here. And then what we can do is work back the opposite way, and what that should do is progressively reduce my fuel consumption. I mean, ideally, look at that. Oh wow, he's actually working his way up to here. That's good. I think my other train is, construction train is out completely on his own here. I think he's almost away with the fairies, I think. Has he got past that crossover? Yeah, okay. We're going to need to keep an eye on you because I don't want you going any further than that just for the moment. I want you to lay out the second line of track here before you do anything else, because I need this back curve built. Well, we need to come out. Actually, what I could do is let him come all the way out here, build this back curve, and then we'll see how it goes. And then what we want is this built back into here, because what that will do is allow me to bring bricks up to here, so that instead of having to truck bricks, because what I would like to do is shut this little brick factory down here, because in some ways he's useful for exporting bricks, but compared to on the wider scheme of things, he's not contributing that much. So what we'll do is we'll shut him down. I won't demolish him, I'll just shut him down from a worker perspective, and then we can get there. The other thing I want to check while we're here is the bitumen plant. So we're going to need to start, so again it's this track out here making this connection that's going to make the difference, because it means that we'll be able to bring the fuel in from this area. We need this built here. Then of course what we're going to need to do is push out all the way out through here up to this area here. Oh, we got right, I need to make the money for this, but until we've got fuel out here, it's what we could do is make this into a because right, you're actually producing a little bit of fuel. I'm going to be a bit sneaky here. Again, we're going to come over here and buy a tanker. I think this is a little bit of a disaster. I want the biggest tanker that we've got. Oil tanker. I think it's this one, is it? You carry 16 tons. I don't think I've got anything that carries more than 16 tons. Right. You. Close that off. You all the way out to here. And your job is going to be to pick up from here. You're going to pick up fuel from there. You're going to deliver fuel to the unload. Then you're going to come down here. You're going to pick up oil because we want to make it worth your while to do the round trip. And then all the way back to here. You're going to unload the oil. Go. And what he can do is, I know eventually he will probably fill up that fire station, so he won't be able to pick up the oil for the return journey. But in the short term, that will get things going. Get this built. I mean, I need more resources onto this. Right, we're going to pull you in. I think it's too late for that. Get you into there. I think what I will do is get... We actually got groundworks. So yeah, you're delivering the groundworks for there. I'm not sure... You've still got roads to build out here. What roads have we got left to build? We can put him on there. Possibly on there as well. So if we can get this finished, we can then start using this fuel supply here to start to distribute the fuel to the local gas stations here, which will mean that means that the vehicles won't be able to put anything here. You can also get fuel into here, which will make a difference, and that will cut down a little bit of the distribution that way. We've also got a gas station here, which is, and then as I say, we can work back into this area here. Sometimes this game absolutely amazes me. I was expecting him to go up that way, and he decided to go that way. Let me just see. Let me just check the start movement. I really wishes there was a way that you could set hotkey points. Yeah. So you've actually finished. So we need is this guy to. I think we'll give him an opportunity to build into here and see where he ends up next time. This is fuel. We got a little bit of bitumen there. But we're gonna have to keep an eye on the bitumen project production over here, because we may have to start exporting it. Come on, guys. I want you to do something. Now I know I'm tempted to, but we're going to do it properly. We're going to buy, I think we're going to get 6 of these. 1, 2, 3. Well, we can only do 4. I've got so much junk in here anyway, but it's okay. That gets 4 tankers out here. We can do some pretty heavy duty this thing. We're going to call you Ollerton Fuel this strip, and in the moment until that is bit, well, no, this is built, so you can store fuel. And certainly want you to unload there. For you to start with 50% or 40% or whatever it is. Certainly want you unloading there, 50%. I certainly want fuel into the construction office. It can be 100%. Don't think. Oh, we got another gas station here. It's 50%. And where's the road going? West. And but you, I think we'll put you on 100%. And that is all that there. And what we're going to do now is come here. And what you want to stop. Just going to remove you. So let me just see. This is it, isn't it? Tanker style small. So we're just going to remove you. And they've all got enough fuel to last while this is all being put together. What's that? Nicomo. What's this place called? The Benigi gas station. Remove you. I know I've got a lot of gas stations here, but and this is the Ollerton gas station. Remove you. And that's Ollerton gas station 2. Just have a quick check to make sure that there's nothing else here fuel wise. Got fuel there, we got fuel there. Got fuel pickup there. There's no fuel out here. Right, these guys are going to be... Wow. Okay, pause. I just need to get this sorted. You, there. Got fuel. Move that. Right, that should make a difference. What I do want to do, I think now, because these guys are really on the case and we are building up fuel, what we're going to do is come back this way. Part of me that would say drop the fuel off here rather than trying to distribute it. But how big's the fuel store here? Yep, okay. We haven't, I'm not sure, you don't have power supply here. So I've made a bit of a mistake here. So the Como large, here. We need to get those connections built. We need that power supply put in. So I think in the short term now we might have kind of reduced the fuel consumption a little bit, and hopefully that will take some of the pressure off. And what we can do is waiting too long. Yeah, it's because he's laying this track. That's that's just the hazard of the process. But I mean, we could. I mean, that bit's finished. So what I could do is put in a signal there. That will kind of split that off a little bit for the moment. Right, how am I doing money wise? I know I'm spending a lot of it. Lost a lot there, but we are making money again now. How's the crop situation? We're now, we still got the food, which is good. This is one of the reasons why I haven't started to put this place together, simply because I need this all built out here that we can do it. I mean, it'd be nice to have 4 trains out here actually, but I don't want to do that too much. Certainly would like to build this line into here, and of course we're going to need to build this line as well, although this is kind of a, we could build up to there, this section, and then this becomes 2-way. The reason I put it 2-way here was just to be a bit cheapskate and save some money. Let me just come back over to here. What are you guys doing? Nothing. Right, you can start work on that. Anything else out here that needs to be built? In fact, you could start to put this together, I suppose, as well. Nope. We need a road here as well. A bit of a fail. Need that. Oops, nearly. We should be able, Colville road crew should be able to deal with this. And they can come here. What I'll probably be doing is working on this area in the next part. So the next part will be a planning session as we come here. Just see where that fire is. Hopefully it's going to, well, my depot's not going to be on fire. So we're on the 13th of June, so I think we're going to get away with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut down the crop import. We're going to kind of take a chance here because we've now got the fuel coming in from this end, and I think, what's this? This is 1,500 tons. So if these guys don't have anything to do, so well, I don't want to put in vast quantities of fuel into here just at the moment. So what we'll do is come into here, and what's it? We say unload, and we'll set that to 30%, which means that 30% of 1,500, that should be enough. And then without power supply, we get this built. Well, the first thing we'll do is we'll move these. Once we've got enough fuel coming into here, what we'll do is we'll put these distribution offices onto here, simply because this is their main area for deliveries. And then what we'll do is we'll shut this biofuel plant down. We'll use up all the fuel that's in here, and then we can suspend this completely. In fact, I think, no, I'm just going to leave that for the moment. I'm not going to push my luck too much. Now hopefully that will solve the fuel problem, because what that will do is put more crops into food production and alcohol, hopefully. If it doesn't, life could get a little bit interesting. Just see here, right, we've got this finished now. Need some vehicles, yes. What we're going to need here is some big dump trucks. Actually, we got some junky ones here, haven't we? What we're actually going to do is send all the junky ones out here, because these are like a temporary fix and they're not doing anything. They're not subject to any time constraints. So, and this is very much a temporary solution to get coal. You're a cupboard hole, you're no good. And what your job is going to be, thank you game, is to pick up from here coal, and you're going to deliver it to, yeah, unload. You've got no power supply. That's no good. It won't work without a power supply, so I'm going to cheat a little bit. You're going to deliver directly into there, 100%. And what they're going to do is over time is fill this up with coal. Yeah, we need to get power out here. I can't remember. Do I have a power cable? Okay, this might be a bit of an oversight here. We've got this here. We've got this terminal here. And we've got a gas station here with no power as well. So what we're going to need to do is put in... I want that covering this whole area. But you can just kind of cover this area here like that. Just don't think we need anything special here road wise, so we could, I can get a mud road like that, and then okay. Oh, this is the switch gear. Yes, I'll have to run you into there. Yeah, this is a major switching station that I put in to supply this area. And of course, what it will be is a feed into the grid from the perspective of supplying the national grid. So you guys have got another couple of jobs to do. While we're here, we can build that. We can build that. That. Nope. Okay, we're still building the road connection. It looks like it's actually done that one, so we can do that and that one. What's up with this road connection? Asphalt, Colville, road crew. We need I think we'll put Colville main construction on as well. We just check to make sure. Just let the game run. You're a bit low on cement, which is an issue. Got plenty of bitumen. The truck's out and about. Right, so what's the loyalty now? Still 43%. And I know we got loads of unemployed workers here. Let's have a look at the population. Population at the moment is 19,000. So we've almost increased our population by 50% in a couple of years. And I've got 700 and odd over 21s, but I don't want to start expanding the new town until that can be set up properly. If we're going to do any expansion, it's going to be up here in Ollerton. You could probably do with 2 more big oil tankers. Get you in here. Get you 2 more of those. We really need that. We really need the. Please bring in the fuel in. You need that there. And I'm aware time is pushing on, and I can't afford this video to be too long, unfortunately, because I've actually got to go and meet the in-laws. So you've got fuel here. So what we need now is to buy some. Does it make a difference, and whether it's cargo or I presume firefighting helicopters are cargo. There's space for 4, but I'm not exactly too sure. It probably won't let me build another one. So we've now technically got fire coverage out here, and I've just spent an absolute fortune on helicopters. They better be worth it. Needs firefighters. So this is going to be the proof of what we're going to be doing. But we got, maybe I should probably only really needed 2 actually. If I got any spare slots in my, I think I've already used up all the capacity in here. Maybe I could bring one of those back. That was very, very expensive. So if I come back to here, if I got any spare slots here, yep, we're completely full with this one. I could start bringing this online. This guy's, the kind of pace has dropped off a little bit now. So if we can get this guy building this, we can bring on another one here. I've got 191 tons of fuel in here. So what we're going to do is give you guys this as an alternative pickup. Actually, just a quick check. Yeah, you've actually got power now. So what we'll do is we'll give this guy you as a pickup, and that's a track lane train. And we're also going to give you this as a pickup as well. Fuel. So as things develop, we can scale back this, and if this runs out of fuel, so what we're going to do is, what is this? This is one of my favorite pickup points. Let me just, this is Nakomo Camp Station 2, Camp Cargo 2, traffic jam. I need to look at him. Right, and remove him from here. That's right, isn't it? Yep, it's gone. Gotta find out where the traffic jam is. So these guys have got no fuel. The only thing I can think of that's going to fix this problem is we're going to have to put gas station out here. Just, yeah, it was I suppose in truth it was a little bit optimistic trying to get out this far. We can get you guys working on that. I'm afraid you're just going to have to sit here. I mean, I think he was one of the new trucks. He didn't refuel before he went out. So as long as he's not blocking the road, just make sure. He's just going to have to sit here and wait until such time. Ah, this is the fuel guy, isn't it? Ah. Okay, we may have an issue. Probably got no depot out here. I think we can send him to the depot. Actually, he can sit there for the moment. What we're going to do is we're going to build a, I think it's about time I built a second road depot out here. If I put a road depot, say about here. We want that. Okay, we'll put you there. But don't need anything special. We'll just give you a mud road because you're ready here just to fix problems. So if I put you there, what we can do is send him back to the depot and he will pick up fuel. I think the problem is that his route didn't include a gas station. He didn't fill up before he actually went. He just kept going until he ran out of fuel. So if we can send him back to this depot, he will fuel up, and then what we should be able to do then is just kind of manage him that way if necessary. Electricity problem, you've got to be kidding me, game. I mean, truthfully, if the helicopters here don't fly, they're not going to. In fact, I could probably, what we could do now actually, a set of thoughts, is we can add you here, and we can keep you 100%. And then what I should be able to do is pick you up, and we're still going to keep the road vehicle depot. I don't think I've got any space left in here now. At least we can send you back to here. Right, is that got you going? Just clear that. I think having a gas station out here would be quite useful. Wow, that didn't take long to build that, did it? It was almost instantaneous. Actually, 2 helicopter crew work on that. And I'm aware that I'm running out of time, so what we'll do now is just have a quick run round and see what my construction officers are up to. What are you working on now? You've just got an unfinished road. We certainly need you working on that. This is going to be a wider distribution office for other bits and pieces. You could probably do with working on that. We certainly need that built so we can break through into here, and that built as well. My roadie crew, let's have a look here. How is everybody? Health is a little bit of an issue. Everything else is pretty good. I thought I've got a hospital in here somewhere. I'm sure I got one hospital in here. Yeah, there it is. Could probably do with some more ambulances, couldn't we? So just go and pick. No, I think the ambulances. Oh no, ambulances are normally quite cheap, aren't they? Right, the crops are coming in now. So what we'll do is what we've got here. Yeah, a couple more of those. Last chance to buy. I haven't got anywhere near building any aircraft yet. Put you into the hospital. Here, and we'll just check the loyalty. The old 43%. I think what we could probably do is shoot a 45. What research have we got here? Just take a look at that research. I don't think the research is exactly that relevant. Get you to 45. Kindergarten, that is. This is the school here. Oh, you're 35 here. No good. You've got a bit higher than that. What are we doing here? Yeah, we've got 314 tons of fuel in here, which should be good. And these guys are starting to pick their fuel up from here, which is encouraging. Which means that this area is... Wow. Guys are turbocharged. Well, we'll get this built and then we can bring a helicopter back to here. And then just leave 2 helicopters. We could probably get away with 1, couldn't we? Though I might be pushing my luck a little bit there. Yeah, 43%, 46%. So I'm just going to have a quick spin round here. I think you can go to 45%. You're on 45% already. You're on 45% already. There's my security guys. You're on 45%. We got another. We got another security here. You're on 40%. You need to kind of up your game a little bit. We got that there. Let's just spin over to Colville. And see what your loyalty is. Yeah, you're getting high up. You're getting close to 50 actually. I want the Opera House. I think maybe we'll make you 50. University is on 45. You're okay. Wait, cut it out. I don't want anyone on here just at the moment. I think what I will do is, now that's finished, put you in across there. I think that connection there is making a difference. So we're just coming up to a population of 20,000. We'll just see what our friendly... Right, that's good. He's stopped there. That means he's probably run out of work. So we'll just get back to here. And see what he's doing. Nope, he's back to there. What I would definitely like would be him to finish off. Yeah, you finish off this one thing at a time. Because we need to get the fuel into here. This should be ready to go. So we'll put Colville main construction on that. That will mean that eventually we'll be able to get fuel into here. We're getting some coal into here, which means one thing I just remembered. Looks like we've built the pipelines. That's good. The heat exchangers are in place as well. So if we can get food out here and clothes, there's a possibility that we could get this up as a functioning community and let it settle down while we plan our expansion this way. I think just one final check before winding the video up. Look, we're now starting to get crops into here, so this should shut down these guys. Although it looks like we might still be importing a bit of fuel. Just see. Yeah, we're kind of... Thank you, game. Yeah, we're still importing electronics. I wasn't aware that I was importing electronics. Okay. So we managed to get through that crisis pretty well. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.